Welcome back to finale part. I don't even know, but finale. In the last episode, I don't even know. It's something about the finale. And in this episode, I don't care what's gonna happen. We're finishing this now. I have 45 minutes until people get home. Let's go. Okay. I don't know this. I just kind of looked up two things that kind of look the same. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Rising Sun Dogs is taken from the dressing room, and the fan's Rising Sun is filled in for some reason. So this body was in push cart to take out the samurai dogs. Nope. Wait, what am I supposed to do exactly? Okay, this is not as epic as it is if you screw up. This? Can I like not do anything? Okay, something about the killer used the push cart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. So, therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up in the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the push cart by the killer. Okay, cool, but what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with literally anything? Anything to do with anything. Box of samurai dogs with a Hinamoro on it. Whatever a Hinamoro is. I think... Google! Isn't Google like the greatest? Hinamori. Hinamori. I found a Hinamori, but not a Hinamoru. Hinamoru. Red. The Hinamoru Zumo. Apparently it's an anime character. Hinamoru is also a deviant artist. Amu Hinamoru is a person. What about Hinamori? Nope, that's a character from Bleach. I should have known. I like Bleach. Bleach ended like a couple of days ago. And I watched it. And it was saddening. But whatever. It was filled in when the killer was busy removing dogs from the pushcart. Then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. Because he... Okay. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. Whoa! Do you think it's blood? Wait, does he think it's blood? Wendy Oldbag? I thank you. Oh, God! This should not be happening right now! Oh, no! What you have given to me is truly something very, quote-unquote, special. A lot of air quotes this time. Anti-Boo! Mr. Edgeworth, are you feeling okay, sir? Oh, God, we're all screwed up now. Mr. Alba, I suspected you killed Mr. Coach in the dressing room. How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. Wow, he is destroying us right now. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that could have incriminated you. However, there remains one piece here, and this is what will put you away for good. The hot dogs that a freaking person in a samurai costume gave us. Ha, you're bluffing. Oh, hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to give this guy's jugular. Okay. Lang, I do not want you biting this person. So tell us, just what about the box of samurai dogs is gonna put the old man away? Trace evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course. It is the blood on the Hinamoru, if it's actually blood. This box of samurai dogs with a Rising Sun thing on it. This should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood. Wow! We are really hitting this guy for a single drop that he missed. He missed one spot of blood. What? Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I'd like this blood analyzed post-haste. Or we don't even know if it's blood. I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. I know, just one singular drop. Hey, you, get this down to lab, pronto! Why was there blood on that box to begin with? If we think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason will become obvious. I don't even know the flow of the crime! There, you said that you transported samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct? Yeah, you have a great memory, Edgy. Yes, we do. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? So to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. What? I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart. So he filled up the cart with the samurai dogs. But Larry says it's true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor? Ah, I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Oh, so that's why they're outside. Exactly, and that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way into the box. But when my men investigated that room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there. Because embassy staff members already had confiscated them. Yes, no doubt to hide the evidence of the murder. Embassy staff confiscated them to hide the murder. It's a good thing Miss Oldback managed to steal that one before he got to them. Yeah, that's so Think how lucky this is. We got the one box with blood dripping on it, and Wendy's have to have that. Seriously. I think Miss Oldback also managed to put this great thief to shame. I mean, like, I guess. She kind of just stole it. What's Kendall's way of putting that? I didn't steal. I received it for myself. So, you stole it. I don't know the difference. Quercus Alba, I say this was one fatal oversight on your part. That one piece of blood. Is it still not over? Sorry to rain on your little flaw fest, however. How can he be so confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Cochin, then what? Heh. Then what? So, Mr. Edgeworth, sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh? He's never ready! I've been doing this one testimony for an hour! The sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime. That alone has shed light on the new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room. And? You say that like it means something. Huh? Excuse me, sirs! What does he have up his sleeve now? Report! What were the results of the analysis? Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood. I knew it! With this Quercus Alba... Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question. Your question? The one from before, or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Cochin's blood, what difference would it make? It means that he was killed in the dressing... Oh, we still have no proof that he killed Cochin! Crap. Do we? Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was the dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I am the killer, does it? Darn it. That's very true. He has a very good point. The blood in that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer. Then, this evidence, it's meaningless. Why is everything we have meaningless right now? That can't be. We're so close, sir. Yeah, I know, right? We just need to find evidence that this guy killed him. I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do. Why don't you smack it and see what the heck happens? Finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. Did you figure something out? Because I got nothing. Back. I can't think of a single thing. Why is the text going slowly now? This is not good. This is supposed to be the finale. There's a great part about it. What the heck? Okay, he is just happy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way. Who's left? Who was that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. Yeah, it wasn't me, pal. And it wasn't me this time either. Who was it this time? It wasn't me either. Oh man, the true hero is... Oh. Why did you... Even the lab report guys are starting to hold it. Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more? What? Hurry up and spit it out! Yes, sir. That blood I mentioned. It's not of the same blood type as the victim's blood? What? What? No. Sorry face. What? What? What do you mean it's not the same as the victim's blood? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell's is it? Oh God, we are angry now. Who is this? I don't know, sir. What do you mean you don't know? All I know is that it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. Whose blood? Who else died today? Neither do I. What an amusing turn of events. What are you screaming about? That blood drop proves something to be true, all right. Namely, my words. And which one of your words would that be? The ones where I said your words are meaningless, so worthless and powerless. So, the blood proved that his words are... Our words are worthless. Well, it kind of is true, but still. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Didn't you get hurt, actually? Need I remind you that the blood onto that box long before it entered my embassy? Wait, what? When did that happen? What sort of nonsense? Wait, didn't you get hurt? Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's not related to the murder. So you would like to believe. But what's someone preparing the samurai dog for a small nosebleed? What then? That wouldn't surprise me if Larry did that. I guess that's possible. Damn it! Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? I doubt it. Blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Work, Salba! You bastard! Oh, God. We're just... He got Lang angry. That takes guts and determination. Silence. Don't you ever address me with such filthy word again. I've wasted enough time here with you, and you have your full answers. Now let me through. Alba, it doesn't matter where you're off to. You'll never escape me. Oh, God. Someday I'll have the satisfaction of sticking my fangs into you. You'll see. Wait, are we lost? And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see it as the day comes. Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Oh, God. Oh, man, he silenced the wolf. Is this really the extent of all that we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Didn't you get hurt? Just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who had been backed into one. In a situation like this, what would that man do? I love how we never say Phoenix's name. We just call him that man or him. We never say it. The guy he's talking about is Phoenix Wright, the actual person in the ram, if you haven't figured this out. What would he, who can turn any desperate situation around, do? Turn it around? Oh yeah, that was his thing. That's it. I must turn my way of thinking around. It's not whose blood is this. It's whose blood could get onto the box like this, and if I think about it that way, if the blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. There was one person who was in the dressing room! And one person that could be. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from the center stage. Well, we did something, I guess. And will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. So, did he just prove that he's the... Did we prove that he is the boss of the ringleader, but we can't pin him for murder? Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. That's a very scary freedom, though. Haunted by a bunch of police officers looking for you. You can't lay a finger on me, not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me. Objection! Oh, you just hit a raging roll! You just hit a raging bull right there. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. What do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? Whoa! Pitiful? How so? Quercus alba, your wings were clipped long ago. Whoa. Wow, we're really angry. For someone who is trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is a perfect word to describe you. Whoa. Whoa, we are angering him. Mere words. What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Just what you think it means, Kay. We had already caught him in our trap a while back. With an incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence that proves he was on the dressing room. Hey, Earth the Prince, the prosecutor. Hey, I thought you were calling Mr. Edgeworth. Care to speak in English? Yeah, what's with all these riddles? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know that it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all. Miss Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. It was actually Alba's blood. Oh my god, I get it now. You're looking a little pale. Good, then I believe you are really aware of what I mean. Then you know who the blood belongs to? Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person. If you remember, the Masked II bit off some of Alba's skin and bloodied him. The blood of the rising sun on this box belongs to you, Quercus Alba. What? Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim. So, who says the victim can't get hurt? The blood fell into the box when Mr. Cochin's body was being loaded onto the pushcart. And at that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer. So that's what you... Nice job, you idiot. So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim, then there's only one other person it could belong to. Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion. But Mr. Cochin was the one who was stabbed, sir. Why would Mr. Alba have been the one who was bleeding? Because he was already bleeding. What if during the murder, Mr. Cochin had fought back? Sorry. These cars I'm thinking out some of my brothers came home. You mean if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Alba? Yes, and I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. What's a piece of evidence that shows that Mr. Alba was probably bleeding at the time? He showed us his own wound.
Take that!
Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from when the Master Second attacked me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room. But is what really happened? Instead of Alba, instead of the Master Second, did Cochin attack him? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't accept that as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba, and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? Oh man, he's angry. You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip by, no matter how insignificant the possibility. That's how prosecutors work in this country. You're the one to talk, Mr. Alba. You've managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as a smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. That's impressive, to be honest. I wish I could do that. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal.
Objection!
I love that objection. I am the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you... Wait, is he giving up to miss such a large thing? What? You believe I've overlooked something? You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin, and that it was caused here in one of Peter's dressing rooms? He's going to ask us for a murder weapon. That is correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and one could only have come from a blade. I wonder where you will propose that the weapon came from. I swear to God, if he says a samurai sword, this theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring the Alabastian knife into the bouquet. There must have been some other way to sneak into a weapon of some sort. But as long as you can't prove what the other way is, all your talk about Mr. Cochin stabbing me is pure nonsense. Yeah, we need a weapon. So if that other way does not exist, you better hurry up and tell me now. I have no idea, actually. With pleasure. We have one! Wait, what? I know, right? What? Is it the counterfeit plate? Wait, did he hide it in the Alabastian statue?
Take that!
Nope. Nope, he didn't hide it in the Alabastian statue. For a second I thought, wait a minute, I figured something out. Nope. Dang it. Wait a minute, is it the pushcart? Better off thinking more before picking something, you idiot. Thanks, jerk. I'm working on it. Please excuse me, this time I'll show you the evidence you desire to see. Piece of evidence that shows Mr. Cochin. No way! Could it have been? There's the reason why Cochin has... Sheena gave it! No!
Take that!
I forgot all about this thing! Known as the Yatagarasu's key. That key! That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago. And it is very unique in that it is both a key and a knife. Meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theater. You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Cochin's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. Oh yeah, it does. And inside that safe, there's a document about Cadopian papers signed by Mr. Cochin. In order to make it look like Mr. Cochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened that office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this key knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Quercus Alba? Oh man, I want to see him break. I want to see him break. After an hour and a half, I want to see this guy break. And that is what may A coup de grace. Impossible. You can't take me down. Swine, all of you! Especially Manny Cochin. This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador, which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all my crimes for me. That doesn't work like that. That's why I sent out the Yatagrasu's card and how this incident was born. You sent out the Yatagrasu's card to stop Cochin? And he was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Yatagarasu. But I had yet another reason, yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors. I love this game! It has so many references to it. Ah, Scooby-Doo. I wonder why he didn't say his dumb dog. His dumb little iron infant. Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there's one more question I forgot to ask. This country or Alabast's, which country's court would you like to face first? Oh man, we're angry. The way it's game over for you. I know, we... Edgeworth! Yeah! Oh god, he is spazzing the crap out! Stars are lining, he just... Oh. His eyes are gone. He lost his eyes. (11:21 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is where it all started. Woo, this is it, the big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial today. Next week, he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Alabast. That sucks. Francisca's heading that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at that. Well, at least we don't have to worry about that. Having to face Miss Von Karma is court right after facing you, sir. I don't even know on tonight think that would be like. I caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse. And boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. So what happens is like, Dave, you pay them or something? I'll be happy to get a paycheck no matter how the price. I've been thinking. That flight attendant and even Mr. Portsman were all of Alba's secret agents. Correct. That smuggling ring was common thread between all of them at the incidents. A freaking day. Seriously, this all happened during a day. Was to provide support during smuggling ops using her job as an attendant. Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor. I-Fly Airlines and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from this smuggling ring, huh, sir? Except us. I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, it sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. That was crazy that the Yatagrasu's key comes back. What is it, detective? Nothing. It's just, well, come to think of it. Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. So many things happened, I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used to the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. Everything is we're using this stupid ring. For all of that comes to an end, this conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. What did he do for you? Seriously, I still have no idea. Well, with the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess that about wraps up the KG8 incident as well, huh? Yep, we saved what the Yatagarasu had to deal with. The real killer in the KG8 incident 10 years ago was Manny Cochin, but he was found 7 years ago. The killer in the second KG8 incident was Mac Rell. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. And I will expose it all at the trials today. Oh, so you're going to be the prosecutor too? Solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? We shouldn't be solving this many stuff. Daedmon. Perhaps now these two brave souls who tried to make the world truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Paleno. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. Oh, this is like the first time he probably ever had meat! This is awesome! What, seriously, sir? Wait, actually, I don't think I want them anymore. Why? The way you're holding them, don't tell me they're just coupons, sirs. Nice. Look at this gumshoe. Have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Cadopia again, its economy has changed. Really? And it seems that Ambassador Paleno has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. So he gets steak and beef and pork now? That sounds good. Ah, but what a pity. Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant, Kay. Who? What? Wait, that's not what I said. What? Wait, what? Who was that? Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here? You're an idiot! You are a complete and total idiot! Hey, you've got to be more alert than that. You are a detective. Oh my God, she was hiding behind. I don't even know what to say to that. I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit. Totally didn't notice you. I realized that voice was you. I'm pretty sure Edgeworth knew. Langsy says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Hey Lang, what's up? Pleasant surprise to see you here. He's about 9.7 at the end. He's about 9.7. He's probably the best prosecutor that we've seen yet in this. Watching the guy who screwed up my country finally got what hits coming to him. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action in court. Well, you kind of saw us anyway, against us. We flushed out all of the counterfeit bills, so Zhang Fa is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you, Joe. I just want to say thanks. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth. I know, right? It's like the sun exploding. Hell is finally frozen over. I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to both of us in this case. Nice job, you guys. You guys are so much friends. Shared victory, huh? I would take it. Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you, prosecutors. Oh, dang it. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. I thought you liked truth, though! Always done things my own way, and that's not about to change. You got that? Thought you liked truth. I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job. Yeah, and if there's ever someone you precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. I thought you liked truth! I don't understand! Darn it, people are coming in now. But as for me, I'm gonna get that person no matter what. Sorry, people are coming in now. This is annoying me. Come on, it's the ending right now! I'm working on something! It's about time for the trial to start. I will see you later. So, do we get credit soon? I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. I prepared a whole ton of ticker tape for today's victory, sir. What's a ticker tape? And I'll help throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins. What's ticker tape? To the internet! Hope you got enough, because I'm going to call my men up as well. We're going to have 100 pieces of ticker tape? Modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. I know, right? Wait 1 second. T-I-C-K-E-R-T-A-P-E. Descent shifts to the courtroom, and the final act of this long tale begins. A paper strip in which messages are recorded in a telegraphic tape machine. Why'd you need that? Why'd you throw those around in celebration times? Story of those who chose to dedicate. Okay, I'm not even looking at that. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet. And to that end, you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. That creed was forced on me since I was very young. However, I no longer think that is all we prosecutors are. And that is because... Who are we about to defend? Who's our defendant? Who's the defender? And I will see. We're not supposed to be on that side. We're supposed to be on the other side. But who cares? Even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I've set foot in one. And today, more than any other day, I feel the fight within me rising. Objection! Oh, we weren't able to press objection this time! But we're done! First big project done! I think the only project I've actually finished is the one that's like 4 minutes or like 4 episodes. The Emily is away for now. But seriously, first one! Dead for the other day. No problem. You just thought we were serving the friendly blue skies. No, it's just that you thought we were the person. About my suitcases. Aw. I've been selling them on the internet and they've become a real sensation. Aw, that's nice. That's adorable. Thanks to their praise, the art world is lavish on my work as being truly postmodern. Yeah, they're horns. Okay. Anyway, thoughts, I guess. This played out as a Ace Attorney game, I guess you can call it. As we watch all the yellow-seated jets go flying around in the speed of sound. Yeah, this was an Ace Attorney game in all kinds of the words. How did you miss that, by the way? So I have no idea how tackling a dude, you don't do anything to the guy. The rudeness of a rude man. We saved your butt! My time and money is wasted. But more importantly, I received the most fantastic treasure. The Primadox statue. What? I feel like this was lost. I feel like he got the fake one. He got the fake one. Nice. Nice job, Polano. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was fun playing as Edgeworth in some games. And what am I gonna do afterwards? This. Let's see. This game does not have for one thing, this game does not have an end game. So I cannot actually play a post game because never has a Phoenix Wright or Ace Attorney game played and gave me a end game. I'm really not even listening to these guys. She's in Interpol now and she's like freaking only like 22. Okay. I feel sorry for Gumshoe because I'm pretty sure he's there with her. Kenobi's there, supposed to be very fresh, so my VIP is to be find new vigor there. What about you? Shouldn't you have new vigor there? But yeah, this was kind of awesome. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm wondering how much of you actually liked this, to be honest. I know at least like 3 or 4 people are watching this, so that's good. But, this was my first blind LP, and I'm probably sure I'm never going to do it again, considering the next LP I'm choosing is not, you dropped your police bag and gun. Okay. The next LP I'm doing is completely not blind. I played through it at least 2 other times. It's not The World Ends With You. That game I played like 4 or 5 different times, and it's awesome and beautiful, and I love it. But that game's going to be continuing going on every Saturday. Or, I mean, at this point in time, I'm doing it every Saturday or something like that. As for the next game I'm doing, I'm going to begin the operation and hope for the best. Yes, that was a reference to the actual game I'm going to do. Talked to Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. Aw. Emma, we all love you, though. Don't worry, Emma, we all love you. At least I do. You are my bae. At least anime bae. I mean, seriously, look at this person. I don't even like science as much as she does, but come on, man. Who can hate this nerdiness? So let's see, what else can I talk about? I have a Twitch account, I guess. I haven't used it. I usually use it for commenting, but I can do something on it. Maybe I'll play the next Miles Edgeworth game only came out in Japan. So all there is for it is Japanese subtitles for it. And it's very hard to find the actual real thing. You were let off CVs for kidnapping? That doesn't sound... She still has the ring pop. Oh my god, she still has the ring pop, dude. What the hell? Does she still love her... Oh, never mind. Well, at least her heart fluttered to someone else. I'm not quite sure who she loves anymore. Who do you love? I'm not quite sure. Learn to stop being a prisoner of love. Just okay, love. Go you. The next game I'm gonna do is gonna be actually a hospital drama and not a lawyer drama, and that doesn't seem safe. Do we get to talk about the judge too? How long are these things gonna end? I'm already at 32 minutes. I know, right? Drama takes place everywhere! Only heard a few rumors, but what have you learned? Apparently, Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Okay, to be honest, that's true. Bad, but true. I am very surprised. I know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you who are actually watching this is doing this from pity. And I'll take it. If you've actually started watching me at this point and are like doing this because of pity, I mean like, it's a reason. It's a person. I'm not doing this for any real reason. I just like video games, and I'm like, okay, sure, I like video games. It's been taking me 1 year to actually finish one of them, but escape death? What? I don't think it was death, but okay. Let's see. What's the next? Let's see. What else can I talk about? These guys are in love with each other forever and ever. Don't know how long that's gonna be. How long that's gonna be a thing, but like, I would love to see these guys come back again. Like, I would love to do another Phoenix Wright or Ace Attorney thing like this, but the problem is they're so, what's the face called? Story driven, that I wasn't able to really do anything. Things like, I remember reading, like, after this Ace Attorney thing, is that these games that are very, what's the face called? Plot driven and, like, story driven that have, like, this type of stuff on it. Why not come to Cadopia for summer vacation? I'm fine with that, but, let's investigate a murder show! That shouldn't be something you should be advertising, dude! Or you really will have a murder show. I also want to try Professor Layton, but Layton games are very hard to, let's play at this point in time, considering, you know, I'm very bad at their puzzles and crap. But I already know what my second game's gonna be. It's gonna be a hospital drama right after a lawyer drama. So, a courtroom drama, whatever you want to call it. So that's gonna be fun. Yuji Machikora! I'm just gonna make fun of these names now. There's nothing else I can say. Hey, Larry! Can't believe that Mindy ditched me and went to Japan. Why didn't you go to Japan with her? I'm kind of surprised. Because that's how I met Miharu. Wait, so you did go to Japan? Go to Paris and start a business. So we'll never see you again. Sell blue ocean dogs. Okay. That sounds horrifyingly bad. That's... Oh, God. I'm about to, like, be sick from that. Well, that's Ace Attorney Investigations. It's basically Ace Attorney in general. I am 100% certain this Halloween I am going to dress up as either Miles or Phoenix. I am brown, which makes that really hard. And I don't have an assistant with me because I'm a lonely little butthole. But if you've been watching me at this point in time, that's never stopped me. It's never... Being a butthole has never stopped me. Anyway. What else is there? I already said thank you to everybody who's actually watched this up to the ending. That is, very interesting. That is something I wasn't expecting. To be honest, if you did watch me all the way through, I have to admit, like, I was still trying to figure it out. My freaking recording thing, like, SoundCloud screwed up on me at some point. I had to start using OBS, and OBS is so much better than what I was using before. Before I was basically using a, what's the face? QuickTime, not QuickTime Player, but like an old recording software, like Sound Siphon, and like my own recording software that comes with my computer. And every single time it gets my voice terribly, terribly bad. So the minute I found OBS, like I knew about OBS before, but now that I know it, I can't stop seeing that. There are gray beards. You have gray hairs? Minao Machukawa. I have to admit, whoever wants to do like something free or something, I will give them like a tutorial of OBS, which is like so much better than what I was ever expecting, because oh my god, it's so much easier than anything else I was doing. Because before, I was like, the first couple of episodes are bad because I had to go to my closet, open my closet, close my closet while no one was home, and basically record that way. The reason why I record at home actually is because my parents absolutely despise this. They figured out that I had a YouTube account, and they were so angry from that, like, I don't even know what the hell there was going on in there. Creepy, fuzzy, pink animal, pink princess, great hero of justice, could be spotted, stylish hat, so what are you, pink princess now? Sounds like a terrible idea. I don't know what the terrible idea was, but Motohito Ishihiro. I love this guy. He produced the Ace Attorney games. Are we done? But anyway, thanks for watching. OBS is great. I mean, I'm happy with you. If you're happy with this, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Okay. Whoop! I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess was top-notch, sir. Yeah, and nothing beat the look on Mr. Alba's face when he revealed the ring's secrets. So, everyone knows about the Yatagrasa's key now? Mr. Edgeworth is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information that Mr. Alba offered up, they've begun large-scale operations clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave to Francisca and Agent Lang, so we're not going to deal with that right now. So what are your plans now, Kay? Oh, well, we've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know. Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. I thought that was a gumshoe. Are you still trying to chill my job, pal? But you guys are still arguing. Why can't I have 2 assistants? Phew, what a relief. Okay, this has gone for 38 minutes. It's time for me to end this soon. Even after all that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief? Of course! But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yatagarasu. So I'm going to hold off on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own. So there are going to be 3 of you now. A 3-person team? Let's not worry about what that could happen. Of young beauties the same age as me if possible. Okay, good. Not 7 years older. With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need. Nice. My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what was so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only thing I will ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. Well, at least she's not going to steal treasure. We'll work extra hard to make a world where the Yatagrasu isn't needed. Let's both strive for such a future. Well, I guess it's time. Darn it, people and phones and crap. Why must I have responsibilities and crap? Don't you see I'm doing something right now? Well, I guess it's time for me to get going. I see. Kay, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay? Bye, Kay, and don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock in the window and sneak in. Why don't you just... I'm assuming you're gonna steal something, but okay. If you could, I'd appreciate it if you came in through the building's front door. She's a great thief. She's not allowed to do stuff like that. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. The lock on my window at home has been broken for forever. That's not a good sign. Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture, just the three of us. Yeah, commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one. Actually, every game does end with one. Let's go, Edgeworth. Then what am I going to use for my thumbnail? Come on, man. Hey, why not? Don't tell me you're camera shy, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course not, detective. Yeah, you are, you idiot. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking a picture now. Hey, come back here. I'm curious on what it is. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, sir. I want to see the picture. I want to see the picture. Gumshoe. Stop that. I can't be seen doing that. What is happening right now? Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese. I want to see the picture. What's my thumbnail going to be? And thus, the long tale of the KG-8 incident came to a close. I'm crying a little bit. Dang, this is interesting. The minds of a smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. A little great thief! Aw, that's adorable. In some ways. There's little time to rest and relax. For I'm eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. Which I can't get because it's all in Japanese. The reason for my eagerness is... my want to pursue the truth. And... my want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. Aw. He does care about the law quite a bit. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed. To find the truth, no matter what. Aww! My thumbnail is gonna be adorable. And that's Miles Edgeworth Investigation. The law, it talks a lot about the law. It has some sort of commentary. In all honesty, I like these games quite a bit. They do have a bit of a awesomeness that makes them one of my top 5 favorite series. So... that's Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Thank you all for watching. Thank you guys a lot for watching, I guess. I wasn't really expecting people to actually watch this. But this is Neo62, hoping you guys loved it. And we'll begin the operation next time. So next episode, we're done. This is Neo62.